We'll be starting very soon. Welcome. We'll be starting at 11:11 a.m. Arizona time. Welcome to our BELTANE Festival. If you want to let me know what you would like to know about the BELTANE, just write down in the chat. You can put your question over there, say hello. With StreamYard, you need to give me permission to see who you are, to see your name when you make a comment. So if you make a comment, click on the link that said I give permission to show my name, so I can see who is watching us. Hi, Jane. Oh, nice. We'll be starting soon. If you can hang on, Jane. Just wait until 11:11, our magic number.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alternate Linking.
We'll be starting soon. If you can say Facebook user. Facebook user, you can click on the StreamYard so I can see your name, or you can tell me where you're from. If you're here in the United States, if you're in Brazil, we are streaming on YouTube and Facebook this time. You can put your altar together if you wish. Also, meanwhile, you can bring some nature elements. Jane, can you hear me well? Can you guys hear me well? I hope you can hear me well. My mic is a little low over here. Okay. You can turn around. Okay. We'll be starting soon, and meanwhile, I'm leaving you guys with some Celtic music. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Meanwhile, if you wanna make your Beltane altar as well, if you'd like to bring a candle to represent the sun. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome for you that is watching live right now. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Jane. And welcome for you that will be watching later on as well. I am Iara with the Life Change Breakthroughs and the Ancient Knowledge for the Modern Woman. And we're here today on this live to talk about Beltane and to also celebrate Beltane. But what is Beltane after all, right? What is that for you that doesn't know yet? So Beltane is a Celtic or Celtic festival. And it's a beautiful festival. It's a very, very ancient celebration because, as you know, the ancient people didn't have calendars like we have, right? So everything they did was from looking to the skies, looking at the stars and looking at the position of the sun and the position of the moon. So this was a very auspicious moment for our ancient people because it's the peak of the spring. So how did they know when Beltane arrived, when this special moment celebration arrived? I give chicken skins. It's so exciting. They would look to the sky. And when they look to the sky right after the sun went away, and if they could see the Pleiadians, also called the Seven Sisters, look at the sky, you'll probably be able to see that depending where you are in the country. In North America, you can see that on the north of the hemisphere. So if they could see the Seven Sisters or the Pleiadians, those stars, they knew was the peak of the spring. And that's when they celebrated Beltane. And Beltane means bright fire. That's the meaning of the word Beltane, is when the sun returns. It's the return of the sun to warm the earth. How beautiful is that? And they see the sun, they used to see the sun as a god. And I totally understand why. Because if you can see, the sun is a god, is a form of God. Because without the sun, life does not exist. Without the sun, the plants will not grow. Without the sun, we will not thrive, will not exist. So we need the sun. So they would see the sun as the god. And the earth, of course, as the goddess, right? Mother Earth, the energy of the goddess. So it's the communion between the sun, the God sun, with the goddess Earth. Is the communion between the masculine, the sun being the masculine, and the Mother Earth being the feminine. So there are so many things that are beautiful about Beltane because they're celebrating the return of the sun. It's like, yeah, we finally can really make our crops. We can plant food. It's the fertility of the land. I have a garden going on right now, and we started a garden 2 weeks ago, and the plants grew that much. It's like incredible, right? So that all that fertility. And on the other side, there is the fertility, the communion between the energies of the feminine and the masculine that actually can generate a life, right? History said that usually the Beltane night, men and women would get together, and on the next morning, they would decide if they'll walk together for the next 1 year and 1 day. And this would be enough for them to generate a new life, that fertility, and then to form and establish that new family. So it's very, very beautiful. And people would dance. They'll make like big bonfire. They'll make some big fires and they would dance around the fire, celebrating. They'll bring their animals. They bring children, adults, the elderly. They're all there in celebration. And I want to ask you something, and feel free if you have any questions as well. But I want to ask you something. I know, if you're watching this, we're all energetic beings and we're all alive. And the sun is an energetic being and it's alive. And the earth is an energetic being and is alive as well, right? So what happens when you give all this love and attention to something that is alive? Just like, remember that experiment with the plants and with the water as well? Dr. Emoto, remember that he say like bad words to the water and beautiful words to the water. With the beautiful words, the water formed this a fantastic crystal, so beautiful, and the other one was all deformed. Remember that? Okay, water is alive also. So the earth is alive and the sun is alive. So what happened when we bring all this love and the attention and the feeling of gratitude to the earth and to the sun that is warming the earth? What happened? The earth and the sun, the nature will give back to us. So it's a beautiful time to commune with nature. Be grateful for the sun warming the earth again. Be grateful for the fertility of the union of these two amazing beings or gods, if you say the sun and the earth, right? And all the fertility that comes from that is our gift. They give back to us. And I think it would be so beautiful, especially if we could teach those things to our little ones, right? Imagine if our little ones, our children, from the beginning, they learn those things. They learn, wow, the sun is alive and the sun is so important. You know, when I pray at night before I go to bed and I pray for grandma and for my mom, I'll pray for the sun as well. Or I'll pray for the earth as well. And they learn how to honor those elements because we take so much for them from them, and a lot of times we don't give back to them. So honor them, being gratitude, and those festivals were a way to honor nature. Beltane is a way to honor nature, to honor the sun, and to bring that fire within. So as you can see here, I made a little altar over here for today. I put my drum because there's a lot of drumming in the Celtic culture as well, because the drum comes in combination with our heartbeat. And I have my candle here to symbolize the energy of the sun. And I have some plants here and some crystals that will symbolize the energy of Mother Earth. So we have all the representations over here for Beltane. Now you may ask yourself, okay, I love that, Iara. Thank you for explaining about a little bit about this Beltane festival and celebration. But how can I use that in my modern lives? Maybe you don't have any Celtic or Irish or Scottish descendants and you don't feel connected with this festival specific. But remember something, this is a festival that is celebrating actually the sun and the earth and the communion of both. You don't need to be Celtic, you don't need to be Irish or Scottish to celebrate that. And of course, usually they celebrate on May 1st or between May 1st and May 15th, that there is a portal over there. Remember that I told about when you look at the skies and you see the Pleiadians, that's that portal that you see that those stars very clear. But for real, you can celebrate that every day. You can be thankful. You can make your firework. You can light your candle and be grateful and celebrate. But what I want to do right now with you that is watching live or with you that will be watching afterwards, I want to guide you in a meditation. And this is one of the ways that we can use the energies of the Beltane Festival in our modern lives. How can we bring the sun, right? The energy of the sun warming the earth within our bodies? How can we harness the power of the sun within our bodies without our power chakra over here to actually go full speed during the spring and towards the summer with our projects, with who we are, with what we want to manifest. So we can use these beautiful Beltane energies for that as well. So I already explained you a little bit about what is a Beltane, and if you missed, you can go back and watch from the beginning. But now what we'll be doing, we'll be going through this guided meditation, and we'll be using the energies of the sun and the earth within our bodies to go through this meditation. And what I'll do, I'll use this drum that I put in our altar over here to guide you. It's interesting because we have We have a Celtic symbol over here that afterwards were found also in North America with the indigenous people. So there's a lot of connections, because if you think about the indigenous people, they really hold all this information about the ceremonies and how to commune with nature. And people from Europe, the Celtic people, they held this information, these ceremonies as well. And for some reason, thousands of years ago, even though we didn't have airplane and was really difficult to navigate from one point to another, symbols that are found in Europe were found also in North America. I believe is our morphogenetic field over here, that actually don't need to have people travel from one place to another to have a connection and to learn those symbols and to learn those ceremonies. You had people doing like similar ceremonies in completely different parts of the world. How does that happen, right? But that's another subject. So let's jump for our ceremony. So I want to invite you to put your foot on the ground. First, I invite you to put your foot on the ground. If you can, take off your shoes if you're wearing shoes. If you're wearing socks, you can remove your socks as well. And really feel grounded to the floor. Feel that grounding to the floor, okay? How does that feel? Can you feel grounded right now? Okay. And let's start with 3 big breaths to bring us to the presence, to bring us to the here and now, to bring us to this Beltane energy, the sun warming the earth. Okay, so let's start with 1 big breath. Inhale very deep. And exhale. And when you exhale, you're just releasing any tension that is in your body. Let's inhale again, very deep through your nose. And exhale. And when you exhale, you release any tension. Remember to have foot on the ground, feet on the ground. And let's inhale 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. And even though we're online over here, I want us to imagine that we're in a circle. We are here in a circle. In the middle of the circle, we have a beautiful bonfire in the middle of our circle. So let's imagine the circle. Who is in the circle with you? There is man, there is woman. Everybody is happy and excited about the Beltane celebration, celebrating the bright fire, celebrating the sun warming the earth, celebrating fertility, celebrating new projects being born. So I want you to close your eyes and feel your feet very, very grounded. Listen to my voice. Listen to the sound of the drum that I'll be playing as well. And I'll be guiding you in a journey. If you feel, imagine dancing around the bonfire. Feet on the ground, on the dirt. You can feel the warm soil because of the bonfire. You have an incredible group of people with you. You feel protected. You feel guided. You know you're there to celebrate the sun and the communion of the sun with Mother Earth. You're here to celebrate the fertility of the soil, your fertility of your projects. the sound of this drum is matching with the sound of your heartbeat. It's accelerating. It's an acceleration, dancing, celebration. And while you're feeling your feet on the ground and dancing around the bonfire, you see a bright light coming from above. And you all decide to look up. And you look up, and it's the bright sun. The bright sun above your heads. And you know that sun is there to energize your body. The sun is there to fulfill your wishes for fertility in whatever area that you need in your life. It can be to create a new life. It can be to create a new relationship. It can be to create a new project. And you feel that bright sun above your heads. It's bright, but it doesn't burn you, but you feel the energy. And it's coming through your head, through your crown chakra, the middle of your head. And you feel energizing each part, each cell of your body with the bright light of the sun. You know the sun is here to help you. And you're so thankful. You say, thank you, sun. Thank you, sun, for this energy. Thank you, sun, for energizing each cell of my body. Feel the sun coming down to your head, energizing your face. Feel your face warming up. And you feel the sun going down your neck. Feel your neck warming out. Through your shoulders. And you feel the sun going down to your heart area. Let the sun warm your heart area. So it can dissolve any bad feelings that you may be holding over there. And you feel the forgiveness filling up your heart, filling up the heart of forgiveness. Give your inner smile. Accept the forgiveness in your heart that the sun is bringing to you. And the sun, this bright sun, keeps going down and go to your solar plexus. The solar plexus is the spot that is between your heart area and between your belly button, close to your stomach. That's a power spot. I want you to feel that sun really going in your solar plexus. Feel that light grow inside you, in the solar plexus. And the light is so bright that within your body goes outside, go outwards. And everybody that's in the circle is receiving this light as well. You're still around the bonfire. And the light fill your solar plexus and go outward. And you can send that light going outward for family members. They have somebody that is sick, that needs some extra light. You send that to the planet Earth, and you send to all humanity. Feel that light expanding to our whole planet. Say thank you. I share this sunlight with you. I share the light that brings life with you, planet. Now feel that light retracting from outward, going back to your body, that sunlight. retracting until it goes back to your solar plexus. I want you to hold that light in your solar plexus a little bit. And I want you to think about, it's a very bright light in your solar plexus. I want you to think about what you wanted to create with the energy of the sun. Is this a new life, a new relationship, is a new project? I want you to visualize that, to see that in your mind's eye. What are you creating right now? What are you creating right now? Feel the smell. Feel your feet grounded on the floor. Grounded, grounded. Hold that feeling. Hold that feeling. Now that sunlight starts going down from your solar plexus to your belly area. And it's going down to your hips. Feel that solar energy warming up your belly area and your hips. To your legs, to your thighs. And go all the way to your leg, that sunlight. Energizing each cell of your body. And go to your feet. And now all that sunlight that came through your head, with all the wishes of the things that you want to create, because it's a moment of fertility, it's the peak of spring. I want you to send down to the earth, send all that light, all those issues, all your wishes down to the earth. And also whatever is no longer service, so the earth can transmute. So imagine all this light going down. Thank you, earth, for manifesting. Thank you, earth, for transmuting. And feel very grounded. Feel all the light coming out through your feet, the soles of your feet. And I want you to give one big breath again. Inhale. And exhale. You're coming back. You say thank you for the bonfire, that we're around this bonfire, dancing and celebrating. You say thank you for each person that was in that circle with you around that bonfire. You say thank you, look up and say thank you for the sun. Thank you, sun, for energizing my body, for cleaning my body, for energizing each cell of my body. Thank you for bringing me life. Thank you. And we look down and we say, thank you, Mother Earth, for supporting me and for helping me to grow on my projects, to grow what I want to manifest. I gave it to you and I trust you, and I trust that the seeds will be sprouting soon of what I just planted on you today with this Beltane Celebration Festival. One more inhale. And now I want you to come back to where you are right now. Come back to your chair. Come back to your chair. Before you open your eyes, touch your arms, touch your legs, be present. I'm here now. I'm back here and now. I'm back here now. I'm back here and now. Now I invite you to open your eyes. So open your eyes. Here we are. We're back in here and now because we're traveling. We just traveled. If you haven't noticed, we went deep in we did what we call the conscious traveling. We don't need to be out of our body to travel. We can go to many places with our conscious. And I would like to thank you, each one of you, for your presence over here. And of course, we already say thank you to the sun, thank you to the earth, thank you for this drum over here. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Jean. Some of you I cannot see who it is, but here we are. Leave your comments. I would love to hear how this Beltane journey celebration was for you. I'll put my drum back over here. If you can. Oh, the drum doesn't want to go back here. Okay, stay there, drum. Let's see. Okay, it stayed. You wanna go, but it stayed. If you have some water, I invite you to drink some water as well. It's good to bring you back to center. But I would love to hear from you. What did you feel? Did you feel your body warming up? Did you feel energized by the energy of the sun? And that's Beltane for me, people. I know like Beltane has different ways of celebrating, but what we did today, we brought that ancient, that ancestral ceremony, and we brought in how can we use in our modern days. We can use with meditation, we can use by honoring the sun and honoring the earth. There are many ways that we can use. And if you have any questions after watching this video, just write it down, the question. We're streaming on YouTube and Facebook today. And I am Yara with the Life Change Breakthroughs and the Ancient Knowledge for the Modern Woman. We do have the YouTube channel for the Life Change Breakthroughs. You can subscribe, and there's some videos go just to YouTube. We have the live videos at the Ancient Knowledge for the Modern Woman Facebook group. That one is just for women. And we have the Life Change Breakthroughs Facebook page. So different materials go to different channels. So if you like things are related with the application of the ancient knowledge in our modern worlds, I suggest that you become part of all those different channels and Facebook pages so you can have access to our next events. Thank you one more time, and I'll see you again soon. Keep celebrating Beltane all the way until the 15th is a portal. Between the beginning of May 1st to May 15th. So you can keep bringing this energy in, and send you a big aloha from Sedona, Arizona.